What going on, everybody? The Iceman's here. The last day of 2019, the last day of the decade, moving into 2020. From 2010 to 2019 wasn't the greatest years of my life, but hopefully 2020 on will become a little bit better. It's hard to believe. I was just thinking about this. I started watching WWF in like the 70s. And then, if you think about it, I'll just go with the 80s. It's been 40 years watching the world of professional wrestling. Started off with the WWF and started watching NWA, AWA, WCCW, ECW, TNA Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor. The list goes on. I've been watching wrestling for a long, long time. But anyway, so this is the last day of 2019. It's December 31st. We're bringing in a new era of wrestling. What will AEW bring to the table tomorrow night? It started off with a bang in October on TNT, and it sort of fizzled out. NXT was like mediocre, and then with everything that was gonna lead up to the Survivor Series, it sort of like boosted them. So a lot of changes have happened in the world of professional wrestling within the last part of 2019. But last night in Hartford, I live in East Hartford now. Now I've been in Hartford and East Hartford for the last 9 out of the last 10 years. I was going to go to this show, and I thought about this when the tickets went on sale. And, you have a better seat sometimes at home. I was a little disappointed last night because Kevin Owens opened up the show, which he's become extremely popular as a new face in the WWE. And then we saw Seth Rollins, we saw Samoa Joe, and of course the AOP. They got him on and they got him off. And I was like sort of disappointed with all of that. I knew they had the Lana and Bobby Lashley wedding later on. I knew they had Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. And I will say this. These two guys are going to be superstars in the WWE. Both Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, they both bring a lot to the table. These guys are it. And if neither one of these guys down the line get a chance at either, depending on what brand they're going to be on in the future, if they don't get a chance at the WWE title, the WWE Universal title, then the WWE is really passing the buck and making a huge mistake. These two guys right now, to me, are some of the better wrestlers in all of WWE. And how about Randy Orton faking that knee injury? Loved it. Thought it was great. I thought it was awesome. I really did. Becky Lynch, I'm still waiting. I sensed a heel turn from Becky. And if she does turn heel, wouldn't it be great if she joined the AOP with Seth and the other two members of the Authors of Pain? That'd be awesome. But we'll have to wait and see. Natalya and Charlotte had a pretty good match on Raw last night. And then we had an interruption with the 24/7 title, R-Truth, and everybody running around the ring. But I guess their main event to them was Bobby Lashley and Lana. And seriously, this segment went on way too long. Who would have thought they would do what they do to end the decade of the 2000s? Because I thought they could have done a better job. I thought there should have... This is what I thought was going to happen last night, that Owens and Samoa Joe would be in a tag team match, possibly against the Authors of Pain. And that's sort of what, I was expecting. But they just drew out this marriage ceremony where, as Lana's first so-to-be husband came out and called out Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley's first wife came out, and then Liv Morgan comes out saying basically that her and Lana had an affair and that they were in love. And, and then Rusev, of course, comes out of the cake, which that was probably the best part. I love Rusev now. I mean, when he first came up into the WWE and he had the matches with the likes of John Cena and whatnot, he was the Bulgarian Brute. It just didn't do nothing. But now the fans love him. He's a lot leaner. He's clean cut. He's a popular dude in the WWE, and the WWE needs to really utilize this situation and put him in the main event picture. But will they? Yeah, probably not. Will Becky Lynch lose to Asuka? I don't think so. I think this being the time of year where it's a road to WrestleMania, Becky will have a match with whomever, whether it could be Ronda Rousey, it could be Shayna Baszler, and maybe it could be Asuka as well. And that's the only time she's going to lose that match. And with Bayley, I think Bayley's, no matter who she faces at Mania, is going to retain, because Bayley is going to get that push to where she is equal or better than Becky Lynch. So, but anyway, I guess everybody enjoyed the show in Hartford, Connecticut last night. One of my older nephews, Josh, was there. I hope he had a fun time. He was there with his wife, Danielle. And, I watched the show. And, I mean, the best match of the whole night. There was really two really good matches. But the best one was definitely Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. These two guys, if the WWE drops the ball and don't make them superstars, then they've made a huge, huge mistake. And Charlotte and Natalya had a good women's match as well. And, then you went on. But I thought they could have done a better job in Hartford for the last show of the decade. But obviously, they're waiting for next week when they go to Oklahoma, where they have their first Raw of the year, which is usually a huge, huge show. So anyway, there you have it. This is the Iceman on the last day of 2019. Happy New Year to everybody. Iceman's Wrestling Extreme Facebook page, Iceman's Return YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please like them and or subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. Peace out, everybody. Happy New Year.